Hello, I'm Colby Torres, and I've created a brief presentation that should help you and your students navigate the web safely to support student research, as well as help your students evaluate websites for reliability when conducting research. I currently teach fourth grade. Here I have provided a sampling of the Oklahoma fourth grade English Language Arts standards that refer to research and technology. Among these standards is determining the relevance and reliability of information gathered during the research process. Recently, in conjunction with my Excel student teacher, we had students write brief biography reports about influential historical figures. Among them were Harriet Tubman, George Washington, Martin Luther King Jr., Susan B. Anthony, and others. What started out as a basic research project soon turned into a complex problem. My fourth graders were not adequately literate when it came to the internet. During the course of their searches, they had great difficulty determining fact from fiction and determining which sites were reliable sources. This served as the genesis of my inquiry. While engaging in inquiry, I was referred to work by Jody Pilgrim. I also found some of her work referenced in various websites that I used to conduct my search. Ironically, or perhaps not so ironically, Jody had created a valuable acronym for assisting students in media literacy and research projects using the internet. The acronym is SEARCH. S. Select keywords. E. Evaluation. A. Add quotation or Boolean terms. R. Refine results. C. Check the URL. And H. Hunt for more important information. I'll go into detail on each letter in the subsequent slides. I have also inserted a link to an article by Jody that will further explain everything in great detail. I have also provided images of the two most heavily trafficked search engines on the web, Google and Bing. Select keywords. It's important to remind students to be specific about what they are searching for. A preliminary search of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. is very broad and yields over 181 million results. If a student is specifically searching for information about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech, then they should add that to their search to get a more narrowed and specific result. In the second search, you can see that it has been narrowed substantially. E. Evaluate. This is a twofold action. The first is inspecting the kinds of website suggestions that come up in a search. It's important to teach students how to steer clear of paid websites and find those sites that are trustworthy. This search result here refers to the 2016 film with the title The President. This search result refers to an apartment community in New York. While both of these results come up when searching the term the president, neither offer pertinent information regarding the President of the United States. The second part of Evaluate is to have students evaluate content on a site for accuracy. It's important to teach students how to find the author or publisher of the site. Check the About Us section of the website. Also, teaching students how to truncate a website to find the home page is important in the evaluation phase. The domain .gov is very reliable as it applies to government agencies and departments of the United States. Truncating this website takes us to the official White House homepage. This is a trusted and reliable source. A. Add quotation marks or Boolean terms. Using quotation marks will help students ensure that terms are searched in the order they were entered. Boolean terms, such as the plus sign, means to join words or phrases and tell search engines to include and not ignore common terms, while the minus sign does the opposite. Using quotes pulls up the Pittsburgh Penguins instead of the animal. The Pittsburgh Penguins are an NHL hockey team. Using the minus sign after the penguins ensures results regarding the animal, not the hockey team. Refine results are. Depending on the age level that you teach, you may choose to teach students how to use the Google Toolbar features. With the toolbar, students can conduct advanced searches, specify languages or file types. They can also retrieve the most current information possible using the Google Toolbar. Here, you can see the Google Toolbar provides options such as search settings, languages, turn on safe search, hide private results, advanced search, and search activity. This was used when I entered a search for Susan B. Anthony. Again, with the search Susan B. Anthony, we can manipulate the search to ensure the most recent information from the past year, past month, past week, past 24 hours, past hour, anytime, or even offer a custom range. C. Check the URL. Check the URL. In this step, it is important to have students check out the URL for clues about the website's reliability. Here, I've pulled up a website that looks like it could be credible, but a further examination will prove otherwise. A .NET domain can be purchased by virtually anyone. We also have some information that is suspect. For example, America's 43rd President George W. Bush and First Lady Laura Bush welcome you to the White House. While President George Bush may have been the 43rd president, he is no longer in office. This information is not current. We also have some other information near the bottom, one that says that the White House is to rent billboard space on the lawn, and that the Lincoln bedroom will now be renamed the ExxonMobil bedroom after an oil company. These sets of information are not true. The website is not reliable. Hunt for important information. When having students hunt for information, it's important they employ their critical thinking skills and critical reading skills. They will want to observe common text features that are found in non-digital media and will apply them here as well. Here is where students combine their web literacy skills and those reading skills to determine what information is the most important and most pertinent to their research project. The highlighted URL shows that this site is reliable. It has a .gov domain. The information provided here dates back to 2017. The information is relatively current. These highlighted portions show important information about Dr. King and might be important to include in a report about Dr. King's life. Now it's time for you to test out our media literacy and ability to search websites for accuracy and reliability. The provided link takes you to a website that I've taken a screenshot of. This provided list gives internet hoax sites that will help you and your students sharpen your sense of web literacy. You can also test out the acronym SEARCH and hold these sites accountable for accuracy and reliability. Lastly, other resources. Here I've provided a link to an ILA article authored in part by none other than our very own Dr. Vasinda. The article provides an insightful look at how students use critical thinking skills to make the determination about whether a site is reliable or not. In addition, I've also included a link to an article that, while dealing with college undergraduates, pushes back on the idea of using a checklist to determine website reliability. Instead, it promotes a contextual approach using 3 tenets. 1, promoting and explaining reviewed resources. 2, comparison, and 3, corroboration. During the course of this inquiry, I've learned some valuable pieces of information that will help me the next time that I work with my students on using the internet and conducting research. It has also helped me. I wish that I knew some of the things that I learned during the course of this inquiry at the beginning of the program. It would have helped me tremendously during my research projects and term papers. I hope this information is invaluable for you as well. Thank you.